How you doing, guys? So today we're going to do an East Coast of Ireland favourite. It's called Dublin Coddle, made with rashers, sausages, potatoes, carrots and a nice stock. Really easy. Here we go. So for our Dublin Coddle, as always, you need good quality ingredients. So here from Loughnans, I've got the Rudds brand of sausages and bacon. These rashers are smoked. Now, normally in Coddle, they're not really smoked rashers, it'll just be a regular rasher. But these are smoked in beechwood, so they're really, really good. Gives a little extra element and delicious. The sausage themselves, originally from Offaly, these ones, but these ones are 75% pork. So there's a nice amount of pork meat in there, which is exactly what you want for a Dublin Coddle. So that's really, really perfect for this dish. Apart from the Rudds sausages and rashers, then I have about 1.5 pints of the chicken stock, and then the basic ingredients here: 1 large onion sliced, about 4 medium carrots thinly sliced, and then in this pot here I have about 6 organic potatoes thinly sliced as well. So that's your ingredients for your coddle. Now we're going to start off by chopping up the bacon and the sausages. So I've got my sausages and my rashers chopped down. There's about a pound of each there, so about 450 grams odd. So now we're just going to get those into some vegetable oil. So into a nice heavy base pan, I'm going to get a nice glug of rapeseed oil in here. So about 2 or 3 tablespoons. That should do it. I'm going to heat that up. And then we are going to get that lovely rashers in there. So I'm going to put the fattier pieces of bacon in first, because I want it to render down. So the bottom ends of your rashers. And I'm going to put in piece by piece, because I don't want the heat to drop in the oil, because it'll end up stewing the rashers, and then you won't get that nice render, that breakdown of the fat from the bacon. So just a little mix around there. So that's a good high temperature there now at the moment. So now that fat is broken down, I'm just going to get the rest of the rashers in there and let the heat build back up again. Next, we're going to try and brown off our sausages. So we don't want to cook the sausages off, we just want to get a bit of colour on them. So I flipped those sausages a few times, and now they're just sitting on the bottom of the pan, so they're getting nice colour. So on top of that we go the onions. So that's 1 large onion. And I'm going to let that sit on top, so the flavour from the rashers and the sausages is just permeating through that onion at the moment. So I'm not going to worry about getting too much of a colour at the moment. I'm going to let the sausages brown just a little bit more. So now that the onions are breaking down a bit and releasing lovely sweet flavour, we're going to add the carrots. I'm going to cook that for about another 4 or 5 minutes. Now at this stage you could add like a half a cup of flour in there, and that will thicken the broth. However, it's not really traditional, so that's entirely up to you whether you want to do that or not. So next we're going to get in the stock and the potatoes. So in with our lovely chicken stock. I said there's 1.5 pints in there. And now the potatoes. So just going to push those potatoes down into the stock a little bit. Doesn't matter if they're not completely covered in the stock, because the lid is going on now. Going to reduce that down to a medium heat. And we're going to give that about 1.5 hours, maybe even 2 hours. I'm not going to season it now. I'm going to season it at the end, because I don't know how much salt is going to come out of the bacon and the rashers just yet. So we'll try that right at the end. So into our bowl we go. It's a lovely filling dish. And there we have it, folks. Beautiful Dublin Coddle. All that needs is a little bit of parsley and a spoon.